right, here we are, episode 3, season 2. I've got one of my favorite nieces, Piper Hicks. Excited to have Piper today. She's nursing an injury on her calf, thanks to Levi.
A scar.
It probably will be there a while. So we went disc golfing today. Shout out Levi. He went with us for the first time. I think he had a good time. May or may not have hit Piper with a disc, and it hurts pretty bad.
It does.
So this is Piper's second time on here, and we're going to go through it just like we have the last few. So we're just going to ask her some questions, get some updates in her life, what's going on in her world. So Piper, kick us off. Tell us who you are, where you go to school, what grade you're in, all that fun stuff.
Okay, I'm Piper. I'm 15. I go to Portland High School. I'm a freshman, and I play volleyball. And I also help out the football team. Doing
Water girl.
Water.
Yeah. H2O specialist.
And I am.
She's the only 15-year-old I know that already has a car. That's pretty sick.
I had one at like 14.
Okay, Miss Flex.
I had nays.
My bad. Yeah, I forgot the element. I see it in random places. I was literally driving to Clarksville the other day, and it was in Adams, Tennessee. Her car.
Sure it was?
100% because it still got the crackly
Harley
paint,
Davidson.
the Harley Davidson sticker. It was wild.
That's funny.
Yeah, so obviously Piper's dad's the coach, football team, and her and then Eden. By the way, Eden's pumped again to do it this year. Like, she was thinking about doing some other extracurricular activities, and she's like, well, I can't do that if it interferes with Water Girl. Like, that's her main priority. She loves
so
it.
Much fun.
You guys will have Emily.
We're going to have more people. We're going to have Emily,
Zoe again.
me, Ayla Reeser, Carrie, don't know her last name.
Good gracious.
And
Seriously?
Eden. Yes.
I mean, it's like a 1-to-1 ratio of Water Girls to players.
Yeah, well, Dad said that he wants some of us to be able to, like, help Olivia tape.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Kind of learn something new, too.
Yeah.
So that's football. What about the girls' basketball team?
Whatever my thing was crazy good. 'Cause
Like,
they're just good. I don't know how to describe it.
so last night, they won the region.
Region.
No, 2 nights ago, or 2 games ago, they won the region.
Now they're going to semi-state?
Was it last night technically the sub-state?
I think they have 3 more games, 2 more games.
I don't know the names, but they're killing it. And Nylock was balling last
She
night.
had like 11 points like halfway through the game, and I was like,
Oh, she was killing it. And, of course, Taya doing Taya. Gordy doing Gordy things.
I love Gorgeous.
I think named her Gordy. You think that's okay?
She'll be okay with it.
Maybe you can ask her. Shout out Gordy. hopefully you listen to this. But it's been really neat. It has been fun. The boys' season finished up. That was sad. Skylar played his last game. Him and Jay, the only seniors we had, right? And, kind of sucked. But here comes the girls' team catching fire and just killing it.
So much fun in the student section because we had the basketball boys now, and it's so much fun.
Like, my plans are, I've been taking some videos the last couple games to put together some type of clips with some basketball players watching it. So I was thinking maybe Evan Brown, Skylar. We can kind of go through those and just talk about them just because it's been neat to see. Like, Taya's pulling up from logo, shooting threes right before the quarter, calling game. It's awesome. So kudos to you guys, girls. We're supporting you, rooting you on, hoping for the best. So thanks for giving us something to do. What about you, Piper? What you been doing to spend your time lately?
Well, it's exactly what I put watching basketball and then hanging out with my friends, sleeping, and watching TV.
After disc golf today, Piper said, what time are you going to pick me up? Because I really want to take a nap.
I had to take a nap.
To be 15 again. Who you hang out with these days?
Bella.
That's it. Just Bella. You said friends. Like there was more than one.
Okay, there is. Bella, Charlie K, Maya, Addison, Emily, Mila, Aiden.
I think you're forgetting Allie.
Allie,
just so you know, I remembered you, Piper didn't.
She used to always be working, but she put in that 2-week notice.
I know. She stacked up enough bread. What about what's your favorite memory with the youth group?
I put disc golfing because that's like new, and I put church camp like crossings because that was so much fun.
Cannot wait.
I know. Well, I can remember like the main thing from crossings was when we did like the late games. That was just so much fun for some reason, and we had so much fun making fun of the what's his called
The
dude.
guy, the leader, he was odd.
He was strange. I just remember making fun of him, and I was like, "This is hilarious."
Yeah, homie was a little off, but I appreciate him being there. Yeah, we've been disc golfing a lot lately. What'd you say? Oh, church camp. Yes, we've got lock-in coming up on the 21st this month.
Yeah, that's exciting.
We're going to partner again with Halltown and Mount Pleasant. Hopefully, a lot of kids can come out and hang out. That'll be at the Civic Center. And then we've got church camp. Will be June 3rd through the 7th this year. We're going to have a meeting for that here in a couple weeks at our church, just to kind of get parents and kids logged into the site and just familiarize them with that and kind of what the process looks like. Excited. I mean, Eden talks about it all the time. Every time Evan Brown, I think, says something about it all the time I see him. There's several people that are wanting to go now. If they end up going or not, I don't know. Hopefully they can, because I mean, it's potentially life changing for somebody.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm ready for those lemonade drinks that I had every night. They were so good.
Were they frozen drinks?
Yeah.
Frozen lemonade?
It was so good.
Man, I like the ice cream, the Dole Whip ones.
Like, it was a weird, like, swirl. Like, the Dole Whip and the vanilla, it's weird, but it was, like, good.
It was good.
Like, confused.
I don't think I've ever had those before then.
Mm-hmm.
What about, you said hanging out, watching TV. What's your favorite TV show right now? What are you watching?
Okay, I put Outer Banks because I just love Outer Banks. And this one's going to sound, like, weird. But have you, like, watched the Ruby Frankie Devil in the House or whatever? I know, I was scared to put that on there.
Have you been talking to your Aunt Jana?
No, I watched their YouTube
Go
channel.
talk to Aunt Jana.
Yeah, I watched their YouTube channel when I grew up, and now it's, like, weird watching that.
I didn't ever watch the YouTube channel, but I saw an ad for it a while back, and I sent it to Jana, and then now she's watched it. I think I don't know, she may have read the daughter's book.
Yeah, I haven't read it, but I want to.
Yeah, it's wild.
I know. I'm just, like, I was watching them, and that was all happening.
They need Jesus. Everybody needs Jesus. They need Jesus. She needs Jesus. She's in jail.
Well, she thinks she needs. Well, she thinks she has Jesus.
Yeah. She's in jail, right?
Yeah.
And the dad's
like
not.
30 years, no.
Yeah, it's wild. So we're going to pause in just a second, and we're going to do a new segment presented by Union Chapel General Baptist Church.
We've already done this segment.
Yeah, but we're going to call it a new segment.
Again.
It's called Union Chapel General Baptist Church Rhett segment.
Okay.
And so we're going to pause right here. We're going to watch Rhett's video, and we'll talk about it in just a second.
I'll talk about it. This Rayquaza a strong Pokemon. It is a powerful Pokemon, stronger than a Wartortle, a Blastoise, and a Venusaur. Rayquaza lives in outer space, and it has a Hyper Beam move. And if it uses Hyper Beam, it will hurt Pokemon. I hope you're found living for the king.
Bro, Rhett, thanks again for another segment presented by Union Chapel General Baptist Church called the Rhett segment. So today's Pokemon was Rayquaza.
Don't ask me how to pronounce it.
Does that sound right? Spell it for me, Piper.
R-I-C... Rayquaza?
I don't know.
R-I-Q-U-I-S-A.
Reminds me of Ray Ray. Shout out Ray Ray. Shout out Ray Ray. Shout out Ray Ray. Yeah, so this one lives in outer space. He's more powerful than Wartortle, Blastoise, and Venusaur. And he's strong and powerful. So I'm already looking forward to next week's segment. Rhett may be getting to come over to our house in the next few weeks to hang out, look at some Pokemon cards, and do a live Rhett segment. That'd be fun.
That's going to be great. He comes up to me every Sunday making sure I pull out my phone so he can do like the...
Do you have the Pokemon app?
Yes,
so he can open them?
for him. I'm about to leave it. I can't go anywhere without him asking.
He opened mine today too when we were downstairs in Sunday school. So you said you play volleyball. So you can answer this for volleyball or football or whatever sport. What's your favorite sporting event up until this point?
Oh, I put like memory. Like
Yeah,
I did.
that's fine. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
So this summer, our volleyball team went to Knoxville, and we like did this camp, and it was so much fun.
Were y'all at UT?
Yeah, we were like in their convention center thing.
Is that where they play or no?
No.
No, they have their own stadium, like own
Yeah.
court, right? Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Was there a lot of teams there?
Yeah.
How long did y'all stay?
3 days.
Wow, that's pretty
I
cool.
know we did so good. I don't know what happened during.
Y'all were straight balling.
Yeah, we were so good, and I'm like,
And
we
then
got
what?
second overall. Yeah.
Over what? 2 teams?
No, what?
There was a lot of teams there.
Yeah, it made me upset. I was like, oh, we're gonna do so good this season. Won one game.
Y'all only won one game. Was it Merrill Hyde? I was at the game you sang the national anthem.
That's not the game I sing.
Is it not?
I sing Hennessy.
No, that was Aiden's senior night though.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all won one game last year. Yeah. Pray for the volleyball team.
Hey, JV won a lot more than that.
Anyways, so I have to go back and listen to your answer from the last episode, but I'm interested to hear what your answer is this time. What are you gonna be when you grow up?
I know my answer for the last one.
You do?
I said I wanted to be a guidance counselor.
Okay.
That's not something for me anymore.
I ain't laughing.
I want to be, I don't really know, but I just want to be in the medical field. Because
Okay.
that's like my favorite kind of class right now.
I figured it was a postal worker, like you dressed up like when you were little.
I can't drive. How am I going to drive?
Well, that's true. Also, did you see Jordan's dad, Mark, his new car?
Crazy. Like,
Is
what
that for work or is it just his new car?
I don't understand because, like, there's only one seat in the back. Like, there's 2 seats.
Well, the other one was laid down.
Oh,
The one in the back was laid down. That's perfect though for delivered mail and packages and
I
stuff.
hope it is. I want to see that.
That'd be cool. I bet it gets
He
good,
said he
good gas
shipped it
mileage.
from Japan. Is that right?
Probably because
It
this
looks like a car from Japan.
right. It probably is. So, Piper, what's new in your life?
The only thing I could think of, which isn't that new anymore, but like going in high school, that's pretty different.
Oh, okay. You doing anything that you might dress up for the next month or two, or
Yeah, I'm going to prom. Did I tell you that he asked me to be his girlfriend? No.
who's he?
Avery
Avery who?
Hughes.
Well, you didn't tell me, so I already knew.
You did know?
Yeah, when you asked me earlier, you're like, I don't know what to put on there. I knew what I was gonna ask you. And what did you say? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He asked me last night. He was
How,
like,
how'd he do it?
no, he over text.
Tell me what he said.
He said, am I waiting too long? And I said, what do you mean? He said, to ask you. And I said, you can ask whenever, like, I don't care. And then he was like, well, do you want to be? And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, I just want you to know I'm poor, so I can't buy you a new car and stuff like that. I was
No,
like,
he did not say that.
he did.
Avery's something different, bro. Shout out Avery though. He got some big offers for some colleges to play football.
Crazy.
He deserves it. He's a monster on the field. He's an awesome person too, so he deserves everything good coming his way. Just curious. I mean, who's the best disc golfer you know? I was playing. You got to answer that. But have you really enjoyed it, or you just say that?
No, I enjoy it.
It's fun. You do good.
I do better than I think. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Today's course, we went to New Vision in Westmoreland. It was wild. It's for real the hardest course I played.
You got a tick on you though. I didn't even check.
Dude, so I got home and I kept feeling something. I thought it was a hair, and then all of a sudden I felt it move quick, and it was for sure a tick. It was big, but it didn't bite me.
The best disc golfer is definitely you.
Oh.
You dedicate more time into it than I could be better than you. I just don't try. I can. I really can.
Okay.
If I like lift the weights and
You've probably only been like 6 or 7 times. I've been 25 times. My app told me today that was our my
I've been way
25th.
more than 6 or 7 times.
Have you? Oh, well, then you should be better then.
Don't want to talk anymore.
But yeah, we went to New Vision. Stingray. Stingray went with us.
I love Stingray.
Stingray, Jordan, Levi, Skylar, Piper. We missed the Ferguson brothers. They're out of town. Dylan wasn't able to go. He was out. No, he's gone out of town. Yeah, he's going to Kansas at some point, but I don't think he's there yet.
Dropping off Caleb.
Allie, well, she just didn't want to go. Or was she doing something? No, she had to go to her dress alterations after her grandparents. Same for Fisher. He was going to the field. Weirdo. Who else we missing? Jesse wasn't there today.
That's about it. Caden. But he doesn't really come.
Yeah, he's got to work. Him and Savannah probably won't. I don't know if she wouldn't go, if she'd go or not without Caden. Anyways, we had fun. We went to Westmoreland. I'm not sure why I just named everybody that went. But it was like a hike too.
It was fun. The little area was cute.
Yeah, it was nice. They did a good job with that course. We enjoyed it. I'll flash a picture up here. That was the picture.
The one of us, me holding my nose like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there.
You better.
Favorite person in the Bible and why? Can't pick Jesus.
I'm not copying Skylar, but
Here we go.
Matthew.
Bro, is it just because of Chosen?
Because okay, I said he gets made fun of, but he truly he gets made fun of because he's kind of different, and I kind of relate because y'all make fun of me. And he truly asks questions. Avery was making fun of me for that the other day. Anyway, he truly asks questions and listens to Jesus. He wants to know more.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be learned there. There's a lot. The saying always goes, you were given 2 ears and 1 mouth. You should listen more than you talk. And that's to me. We were talking about that at a work meeting the other day about active listening. And one of the things I do is interrupt people. And it's not because I want to be rude. It's because, 1, I don't want to forget what I have to say. Mm-hmm. And 2, maybe I am being a little rude. I don't know. But, yeah, he does do a good job of that. He asks questions. He does everything he can to follow Jesus. So,
yeah,
very admirable. He's always been my favorite book of the Bible before watching The Chosen. But now, because of The Chosen, his characteristics, it makes me my favorite. Or it makes it my favorite.
Cute. I love him.
What about your favorite verse?
Okay.
What is it? What's it mean to you?
Well, I'm going to read it. Hold up. Let me get to it. It's Jeremiah. Oh, there's no way I went blank on it.
All right, we'll run that back. Speaking of Jeremiah, that was the verse we used, or I used at FCA this week before one of the games. I got lucky enough to go talk to the high school kids and the cheerleaders. Shout out all the Portland High School cheerleaders that were there. There's 18 of them.
There's a lot.
And they said they had even more, but a couple of them had to quit or something. But it was cool. We had some leftover food from the FCA banquet. I think they had a good banquet. I was talking to Steve, the director over the Portland area, and said they raised some good money. Set a new record for that as far as how much money they've raised at Portland. Had some cool things donated. Had a soccer player come and talk. We didn't get to go. You went though, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Was it cool?
Yeah, I didn't stay the whole time because I went to the basketball game.
What was he about? That guy? Did you get to hear him talk?
Yeah, he's the Nashville soccer.
He plays for Nashville.
I didn't get to hear him talk. I got to hear him talk to the soccer players.
Oh.
I fed him, or served him.
That's weird.
Okay, I got my verse.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
Jeremiah 6:34. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Because I find myself worrying about the future when you're supposed to be worrying about the present.
What about the future worries you?
What did you say?
What about the future worries you?
Everything.
What do you mean?
What I'm doing right now could ruin tomorrow or the next. You know what I mean? It can predict.
Or it can make it even better.
Yeah, it can. It's just
It
scary.
directly what you do today usually directly affects what happens in the future.
Yeah.
But I guess that's pretty normal though. A lot of people worry about the future. I guess it's easy as a Christian to say don't worry about the future. We know what it holds as far as eternity. But it's still tough. I get that. I like that. So, what about? So you're new to high school. So your answer last year would have been middle school. What about high school freshman year? Do you think Jesus is present in your school?
I'd say 50-50. Like, definitely most everybody knows about God. It's just like, there's some people who say they follow God and then like they're like all about him at FCA, or they're holding their Bibles around school, and then we'll be at a basketball game and they're like cussing their heads off, and I'm like they act like they're better.
So what are your thoughts on that?
I think everybody doesn't always live for God, and we shouldn't.
You mean living for the King?
Living for the King, sorry. But what was I saying?
You don't think everybody lives for God?
Yeah, I don't think everybody always lives for God, but I don't think it's our view to judge them, because like everyone makes mistakes, but at the same time you shouldn't be claiming.
What can you do though instead of judge them?
You can just be like, hey, I thought you were like this way, like let's just like pray about it or something.
If it's somebody you know, I think that's fair. I think you guys do it all the time though. You lead by example.
Yeah.
Right? You're not out there doing the same thing. And it's easy to get caught up in that and do the things that your friends are doing, but it's harder to walk the straight and narrow. It's harder in today's world, to be found living for the King. Shameless plug there. But it's just like our lesson this morning. How do we identify, or what do we consider our self-worth? Is it with what the world tells us that makes us worthy, or is it with what the Bible and God tells us that makes us worthy? Same thing. It's tough. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't one of those kids, though, in school. When the right people were around, I wanted to act like, I was a good person. Not that I was a bad person, but that I was good, and that I maybe had a relationship with Jesus, and that wasn't true. So I guess our prayer would be for them that they fall under conviction, that God works on their heart, and they feel that, and they realize, hey, this isn't right. Because what did Tommy's message say today? I don't know if you remember, but he was talking about doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
It's like the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. It's the same thing as Christians. We can't come to church on a Sunday, pray for forgiveness, and go ahead and turn around Monday and do the same thing that we just asked for forgiveness intentionally.
Yeah.
We are sinners, so things are going to happen. We're going to make bad decisions. Our human flesh will win sometimes, and we're going to have to ask for forgiveness on something we've talked about, but not intentionally. You got to be able to turn away from that and try to start walking in the light and be the light.
Yeah, that prayer won't be as special if you do it every
for sure.
day.
Yeah, for sure. Why do you think, we kind of build on that, why do you think it's hard for others to follow God, to follow His Word?
It's kind of like how we learned about today. I said the things of this world may appear more attractive, like going out, hanging out with your friends instead of going to church, or cussing or vaping or all of that. Like that seems like more fun than church.
You think there's more vapors in your school than not vapors?
I don't know.
I think
don't know anyone who vapes, so like.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's kind of, or maybe it's Hunter telling me. It's like, or maybe it's John actually, Ferguson. It's like it's all the time. Some people in the bathroom all the time, either smoking or vaping.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Well,
what's wild?
Actually, there's probably definitely more vapors
than not vapors.
Because like, if you think about the people I know at our school, that's not a lot compared to
the amount of kids.
Like every day, I'll see someone like, I've never seen this kid in my life.
You're freshman.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like I know a lot of people, and I'm like, I've just never seen this kid. Even in my classes, I'm like, who is this?
You have people in your class you don't know.
No, like my first block, I can name like 4 people.
I can name every person in my first block from my freshman year.
Yeah, but
I'm just kidding.
We don't talk.
Still to this day, I can name them.
I could do
I'm just kidding.
I could do that about last year, but not this year.
And all y'all did was just combine schools. It ain't like y'all.
Well, my first block has like every grade in it.
It's not just freshmen?
No.
What class is it?
Digital arts.
I don't know what that is.
Miss Miller or Keith at our church, she teaches it. It's like Photoshop.
That's kind of cool.
I suck at it, but yeah.
I wish I knew more because it would help me for stuff like this. It's like Skylar's afternoon on the way back. What film are y'all watching? And he's like, it's film. What's it called?
College. He said it's college.
But what's the class called?
It's like dual enrollment film.
And he's like, what film y'all watching? He's like, it's college. was like, I know what film. He's like, we just watching movies and stuff. I'm like, what movie are you watching? What is Steamboat Bill?
He's so silly.
I don't even know what that is.
Steamboat Bill, never heard of it.
Yeah. It's no words. They don't talk, right? Didn't he say that?
He said it's a silent film.
Silent film. Anyways, why do I feel like we're in Sunday school right now? How we're getting sidetracked.
Not Levi writing down.
Levi wrote down every sidetrack thing we had today. There were some weird ones. So, all right. So we've been playing disc golf, and we went yesterday. We went yesterday and today. And for some reason, in disc golf, we give each other a mulligan. So if you mess up, you get to throw again. You get one of those per 9 holes. Yesterday, either me or Skylar took a mulligan, and it just hit me. I never have told the kids about this guy I went to school with. If you're listening, get in touch with me. But his name was Mulligan. I think his last name was Andrews. But unfortunately, he was born without elbows. And we got to talk about that today, too. And just talking about some things he did. So now every time we have a mulligan in disc golf, we're going to think about Mulligan Andrews without elbows. I would say by now he might have some elbows. But
I'd hope.
Again, sidetrack. What else we got here, Pipes? So, you said, back to the topic. Why is it hard, or why is it not cool to be a Christian? You said because the world is like more attractive. Mm-hmm. Like, give me an example. What do you think?
What do you mean?
Like, what makes it more attractive to do worldly things?
Because, like, it seems more fun. Like, sometimes church can be just, like, you thinking, like, oh, it's going to be boring. Like, they're just going to talk. Like, you much rather go and do stuff like that.
Yeah. And I'm glad you said that, because it's a lot of us we've been around each other for a long time, and we are a family. And so, like, we know how to have fun with each other. But that's always kind of been my approach with you guys as youth, is just very real fun, but also just telling you the truth about the world, about things, but more importantly about the Bible. And when I was a teenager, what you said is exactly right. Things seemed more fun to do it the worldly way. And I think that was true because there wasn't a lot going on for Christians, especially not like there is today. You know, we had a couple of things here and there. If you were plugged into a church, maybe you knew about a couple things. But that's one thing, like, I love that Generation does, is they reach a lot of the kids who aren't plugged in because it seems fun and it seems appealing. And, I mean, if you can get them in the door, you can start preaching to them. Mm-hmm. And I've never felt that our church is called to bring hundreds of kids to church, to our church in particular. But I do feel like I'm supposed to invest in the ones that show up and get there, and then make it fun for them. So I don't know. I at some point I'll be the weird old guy that is probably too old to work with the youth. But for now, hopefully I can keep hanging out with you guys because I enjoy it. I really do. Like I told Jana, we were talking earlier, it's a lot sometimes, but I feel like God's got me doing it for a purpose, and I actually enjoy it too. So it's a win-win. Mm-hmm. But what? Almost done. We got a couple questions left. Role model. You got any role models that girls your age would look up to, or you could think of?
Well, I have a couple.
All right.
So first of all, I started with YouTubers because I love watching YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm a YouTube kid. Anyway, there's this like two couples. Their names are Taylor and Sophia. They call her Soph, but I think it's Sophia.
Are they contortionists? People that twist their bodies into weird shapes?
No. They like,
right, anyways.
They're like Southern. Like, they have a little girl.
Does Annie Gray watch them?
I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
Their baby's name's Mary. And then the other couple is Josh and Savannah. They're both like just couples, and they like are open about their Christianity, and like they just show how you can be like you can have fun. And
yeah. And
then I had a plus, which is pretty obvious, Sadie Robertson.
I hadn't seen anything about her in a long time.
She I think Maya got to see her speak.
Really? In person?
I don't know what it was at, but yeah, she did.
That's pretty cool. I heard Phil has dementia. Do you know that?
Who?
Phil Robertson.
Oh yeah.
It's sad.
And isn't Cy like in a bad shape too? I've seen he's like on like a
Oxygen.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's never been in great shape. You know what I mean?
He's always
I just
all
love him.
that tea that he's drinking.
Probably just sweet tea. Cool. Yeah, I don't know either of those. I'm sure people listening to this will know who those people are. All right. Guess we're finishing up. What's our last question, Piper? How you gonna be found living for the king?
Okay, so first of all, I have FCA in sports. Like that's my main way of being connected and trying to get the word out. Cause personally, I don't like talking in front of a lot of people. It's not my thing. So that's why I also put worship, cause I sing a lot at church. And there was this one teacher. I don't know her name, and I feel bad, but she came up to me and she was like, "I watch y'all's Union Chapel's like YouTube, and I see you sing, and you're so good." And I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Really?
Yeah.
That's super cool. Did you sign her autograph or anything?
No, I should have.
Yeah, so Piper sings beautifully. We're lucky to have her on the worship team now. We've got a really good worship team. I always enjoy it. It changed a lot when Mark and Kara left, and they're doing a really good job. You're part of that, so that's pretty cool. I would challenge you to think about a way you can witness to others outside of athletics too, because that's tough. That's what we know.
Yeah.
That's what I knew. That's what I was comfortable with. That's still what I'm comfortable with today. I like to use sports to minister to others. So I think about that often, is like, how do I reach the kids who aren't in sports? Because there's a big percentage of people who aren't in sports. So for all of our youth listening, a lot of us like sports. If you are in a sport, think about how you can reach others that aren't, because they need it too. But anything else you want to talk about, Piper? Any topics you have for me?
I don't have anything.
What about special shout outs?
Aiden Hughes.
Dang!
Because she would have been right here with me, but
I know.
she had to be at freaking softball.
We'll have to bring her on here anyways.
She'll love this.
Well, she likes to talk, Aiden does. Where's she? Softball and Gulf Shores?
Mm-hmm. She's going to, play for the school in Alabama, I think.
I saw that, yeah. She hit a bomb the other night, didn't she?
She hit a home run, yeah.
I need to go watch her.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to her game the week we come back to school.
I told her, I said, y'all have any more games? She's like, we have a ton.
That's exactly how she would say it.
I saw a picture that you were talking about the boys basketball team being over there in the student section. It makes me happy. It makes me smile watching the success that they had on the court the other night, because it was like the whole town was part of it, or at least the whole school. I'm glad that the athletes get to feel that support, but also I'm happy for you guys that y'all get to have that as your high school life. We were so cliquey in school, and I'm sure you guys have cliques, and I'm sure you guys have groups that stick together, but it still just feels like people are generally nice to each other, and
I would say so.
You want good for each other.
Yeah. I'm friends with a lot of people in each grade.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it wasn't like that as much when we were in school. So it's really cool that you guys have that. Yeah, I guess we're finishing up. So Evan and Eli are supposed to be on here, not Ferguson. Evan Brown and Eli Baird.
Oh.
They're supposed to be coming
Good
on.
luck.
I guess we're going to join the Hoss Nation podcast with our podcast. I don't even know what Hoss Nation means still. Yeah, I've watched several videos. Yeah, Evan keeps telling me he's going to come on there, so we'll see. Shout out, Evan, if you're listening. Anything else? Last parting words, Piper, what would you say? Put you on the spot. Hit me with.
Oh, no.
Wait, what's the noise you make when you throw your disc?
Oh, no. Oh.
Every time. Literally every time.
But it helps me.
Okay.
Except for I hit a tree today.
Many trees.
I hit 2. You hit 12.
40
so.
on one hole. All right. Well, that concludes our episode 3, season 2.
Yes.
of Living for the King. We'll see you soon. See you next week.
Bye.
Can you blow a kiss or something? Adios.
Thank you for joining us, and we hope you will join us again next time. Brandon encourages everyone listening to be found living for the King. Living for the King. Matthew 28:18-20. And Jesus came and spoke to them, saying, "All authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things that I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even to the end of the age." Amen. God bless.